What's going on, guys? It's Meech from DMeechBeats, my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to sidechain your kicks and your 808s or any bass that you want to sidechain with a kick to get a good, solid low end in your mix so that your kick really stands out and so that your 808 or your bass doesn't clash at all on the lower frequencies with your kick. So, to go about doing this, first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is find a kick that you want to use. So we're going to go ahead and find a kick. Go-to kick for me is in my Southside drum kit, and that was actually free to download. I'll try to give you guys a link for that if I can. But one of my go-to kicks on here is this one right here, Heavy Kick LV2. So it's got a real heavy sound, as you can see. Nice and punchy, straightforward. So we'll take this and drag it into our channel rack. I'm going to replace it with my kick. Okay. So we're at 140 BPM. It's whatever, it doesn't really matter for the sake of the video. We'll just make a quick little pattern here. So let's play it and see how it goes. Put the metronome on. Okay, so there's a simple, little groove, little drum pattern. Okay, so now that we got that, we can find an 808. So let's just pick 808. I'll go in the Southside kit for an 808 too. I'll just use this one. Pretty straightforward. And now make sure you want to go over where you see your sample. If you go to the left, you'll see the mixer slot that it's in, and make sure you go and put this in a mixer slot because you need to have your samples in a mixer channel in order to do the sidechain. So yeah, I got my kick in channel 1 and my 808 in channel 2. So now that we did that, now that we have our 808 and we have our kick pattern, we're going to give you another little mini tutorial within this tutorial. Since I have the time, I can do this. We're going to go into our 808, so click your sample. So here it is, here's the sample. Now I'm going to show you how to tune this sample so that you're playing the actual keys that you play on your MIDI keyboard. So what you want to do is where the sample is right here, you want to right click, go to edit, and then it's going to open up Edison. It's going to open the sample up in Edison. It's just an audio editor. And now right here, oh sorry, my phone's ringing. Oh, Phoenix, Arizona, don't want to answer that. Anyway, go into this region tab right here and go down to detect pitch regions. Now this 808 luckily only has one pitch throughout the whole sample, and that's G sharp. So that's fine, that's good. That's what you want to see. Whatever this is, that's what you want to tune your 808 to. So sometimes there'll be another line, say right here, and it might be a different pitch. Then when you tune your 808, you're going to want to tune it to that line. Whatever line has the longer, I don't know what to say here, how to explain this. Whichever pitch it has for the longest time of the sample, there we go, you want to tune it to that. So if there's a line like right here and it said G instead of G sharp, then I would want to tune it to G because most of the sample, that's a lot of the sample in G. So, but in this case, it's just G sharp. So now that you know the key of your 808, you can X out of Edison. Back in your sampler, you want to go over to this wrench tab, and down here it'll show you your root note of the sample, and the root note right now is C. So what you want to do is change it to that G sharp or whatever key your 808 was. So in order to do that, you got to right click the key that you want it to stay in, whatever key you want the root note to be. You need to right click that key. So let's go ahead and find G sharp. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, this one. It'll be blue, highlighted blue right here, if you can see that. So yeah, once that's right clicked, now your 808 will be in key. Now another thing you can do that's optional, I always go to this the envelope tab, and make sure you're in volume right here, not panning or any of this. Make sure you're on volume. And I like to take this attack all the way down, so when you hit on your keyboard or wherever, whenever you draw in your piano roll notes, it'll it'll hit right when you start the note. It'll attack right on there like you want it to. So once you turn the attack down, put your hold parameter all the way up, and the rest of your parameters put them all the way down. So now you got this box shape. So now basically when I play my 808, it goes for as long as I hold the key, and it stops when I let go. So I'll show you right now. See? It stops when you let go. So you can switch between your 808 notes without them overlapping and making that wobble sound. So yeah, that's how that works. So I think that's pretty crucial, honestly, if you want to make good bass lines. You don't need to do that. You can wait until the pitch, the sample is over with and draw in another note, but it's just cleaner and more easy to just do that instead. So anyway, now that we have our 808 in key and we have it to our liking, we can go ahead, right click the sample and go into the piano roll. Now we're gonna play this together with the kick. Okay. So there's a kick, so let's draw in some notes. Well, we can lower this a few octaves. Maybe even lower one more octave. Yeah, we'll lower it to this one right here. So let's see. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but when you hear the kick and the 808 together, just like this, you get like this kind of, you can barely hear it. It's a really like wobbly sound. It kind of interferes with the lower frequencies of the 808 and the kick, kind of interfere with each other. So I'm going to show you now how to add the sidechain. The whole point of the video, the sidechain. So okay, now that we have them both in their mixer slots, let's play it so we know which one's it. Okay, so slot 1 is my kick. So what I want to do is go over to my 808 and left click the channel that your 808 is in. Make sure it's highlighted in green like this. Now you're going to go to your mixer inserts and go to slot 1 or whatever slot, don't matter. And let's open up a fruity limiter. Where is it? Right here, fruity limiter. Now once you open that up, you can close it out for now and go back to your kick. Now click on your left click on your kick in your mixer channel. Now when you do that, I'm going to play it for you so you can see the difference as I do it. Okay, so while you're left clicked on your kick, you want to go over to your 808, but don't click on it. Go all the way down to this little arrow. click this arrow and it'll bring up this menu, and you want to hit sidechain to this track. Okay, now you can click on your 808 in your mixer channel and then open your limiter. This is where the magic happens. So you want to go down here to where it says comp. It's for compression, because that's basically what we're doing. Sidechaining is a form of compression, so you want to click on your compression tab, and then there'll be a little sidechain box right here, and you want to left click it and drag it up to 1. That's if you have one sidechain going on in your mix. If you have 2, you'd go to 2, and so on. But once you're on your sidechain, sidechain 1 compression, under the loudness tab right here, these 2 knobs are the only knobs you're going to need to mess with. So basically, I will show you how this works. We'll take the threshold and pull that down. So what this does is, as you can see that blue line, it basically tells you how far down you want to squash this 808 sound, or how much you want to duck it, whatever sidechain. So I like to pull it down pretty low, so that way it gives a lot of room for your kick to thump. I'll do it about this low. And now this one, this arm, basically when you pull this down, this is the line that tells you where you want to start compressing from, where you want to start squashing that audio down from every time the kick hits. So you want to bring it down, this arm, the ratio knob, bring it down to right where these peaks are. You'll see the peaks in your kick. So those are the peaks, and that's basically it. That's how you sidechain 808s and kicks. You can do this with any other bass. It doesn't have to be an 808. So now that you hear it, you can hear the kick a lot more clarity now. It's a lot clearer. The frequencies don't clash, and it really thumps. It just sounds good. It sounds a lot more smooth and better. So here's it without it. Listen very closely. Without it right now. Okay, here's it on. See, it gives that kick a lot more, thump to it. Sounds better. Clean. So yeah, I mean that's basically it. That's how you sidechain kicks and 808s. Well, that's one of the many ways you can do it. You can sidechain various different ways, but that is the way that I've learned to do it using FL Studio. So thanks you guys a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I'll be making a lot more videos to come in the future. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.